Bing bong, hello. welcome. Welcome back. Step 3, video 3 in the series here of how to get the car of your dreams within your means. Let's talk about it. So, step 1. Step 1, gonna buy surprise. Step 2, right between. All right, nah, I like that song. Old school classic. Anyway, step 1 was the baseline, knowing what your credit score was. That was important just because you have to have a starting point, know where you want to start at. Step 2 was ways to raise your credit. You always want to boost your credit score. That's something you always want to try to do. Keep that in mind. So step 2 is just some ways to do that to raise your credit score, and I told some brief stories of where I was at in my life at that time. Step 3, this one is probably one of my favorite steps because it's a lot. It causes a lot of self-reflection. Step 3 is budgeting. Okay, the budget. You want to have a budget before you even get to the car of your dreams within your means. This is where we're going to find out the means. You know what I mean? Spill the beans and find the means. All right. So with this, you want to come up with a budget to see how much money do you really have for this car. I'm using a car because it's the process is how I got spawned, and this is how I would. I'm going to do it again. I'm doing these exact same steps that everybody else is doing. So with the budget, the biggest thing is you want to make more than you spend. Well, that's it. Video's done. Meaning, you have to figure out how much you make a month. All right. Take your paycheck, figure out how much you make a month, and then add up all your expenses, your monthly expenses. So your rent, your cell phone bill, electricity, water bill, internet, everything that you pay for monthly, add that up. But don't forget, throw in your miscellaneous too. How much roughly are you spending on food? You know, because that changes, right? How much roughly are you spending on gas? You know, shopping, so you got to throw that miscellaneous in there too. If that number is smaller, your debts should be smaller than your income. Then you're doing it right. All right. You always want to do that. So give a rough example here. $5,000, right? Let's say, or 4,000, easy number. $4,000. Let's say you make 4,000 a month. Okay. Just for quick maths. All right. Let's say your rent is $1,000. Let's say let's just add up. See, your rent's $1,000. Your cell phone bill is $200. Your cable. Let's just say all your debts, because you might have a car note, you might have insurance. So $1,000 for your rent. Let's say $500 for your current car note a month. Let's say $200 for your car insurance. And then, so that's 1,005, so that's $1,700. And just for, like I said, quick math, let's just add everything, all the other stuff, $300, right? So all your debts total up $2,000 a month. Your income is $4,000 a month. $2,000 goes to all your debts. You're left over with $2,000. That will give you a gauge if that's how much you want to spend on a car, you know, on your car note. Let's say you don't mind having a high car note. You know, it's all about what you want to do. Keep this in mind too. It's all about what you want. You. Boop. Okay. It's all what you want to do. So you have $2,000 to play with. Now that changes your means, right? A month. That's when you want to start looking, okay? When you bust this budget down and you're like, okay, shoot, you know, $2,000 a month. Okay, that's how much you want to spend on a car. Now you're into the, you know, the luxury coupe range, right? Or anything that you really want. It's all up to you. So you got your budget, you know, do that. You have to do that. Now, I love this because, like I said, self-reflection, because you're like, damn, I'm spending this much money on on shopping, or I'm spending this much money eating out on food. Woo. Okay. So let's say you realize that your budget needs some work, right? Here are some ways that you can trim the fat on your budget and make more money to have for the car of your dreams within your means. The car of your dreams within your means. So what you want to do is you have everything written out. Now you could have loans, credit cards, debts, all that stuff. You have everything written out. A big way that I did it to cut down my monthly payments is debt consolidation. Woo. Yes, Lord. Sometimes debt consolidation can be your very, very, very good friend. What I did was I took some credit cards, I took some loans that I had. Now, for example, let's just say quick maths, $1,000 total was going to all these different debts, right? What I did, I added everything up. I took out a loan and I paid everything off. Debt consolidation loan. Call your bank, look into it. Yo, don't be afraid of the banks and creditors and stuff like that. I call them, I'm like, hey, I want this information. Give it to me now. Right? So what I did was I took out a loan for $1,000. Paid off all of those debts, right? Now you have one payment instead of 6. So that one payment, so instead of paying, $100 here, $200, let's say everything was $100. You're paying $600 a month for 6 different accounts. With that debt consolidation loan, you paid all those accounts off in good standing, got to be in good standing. So that's going to raise your credit score a little bit. Now you have this $1,000 in your monthly payment, depending on the term and the interest rate that you get, maybe $100 to $200, So you're going to pay all that off. Right now, the thing you got this is broad. I don't want to get into the details of it because you can go, okay, with the interest rate and the term limits and all that stuff. This is just, I'm keeping it broad so you can just spark the little idea in your mind cap there, and you can go and figure it out what is best for you. This is a little, a little push in that direction. But let's say you $200. So instead of paying $600 a month, you're paying $200. That frees up $400 that you can move around for other things. Another thing that you can do is line up your debts in order how much you owe, right? From least to the most. This one is going to hurt a little bit. Ooh, it's going to hurt y'all because it involves some sacrifices. So with that being said, what you can do is, let's say I'll use those 6, I have $200, $200, so that's $400, $100, that's $500, and then let's say I have, or $150, let's say I have a small one, that's $50, right? I want to look at them. How can I pay the small one off quicker, faster? Then you look at how much you're spending in other areas. So if you notice that you're spending, one of my favorite areas to look into is how much you pay when you eating out, because that adds up. So that meal that let's say on the weekend you spend $50 eating out, right? Let's say 3 times a day. You go out to eat 3 times a day. It's $50. Saturday, right? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now you can take that same $50 and go to the grocery store and buy meals, vegetables, meats, and all that jazz, and make meals that will last for a couple of days, a few days, right? So anyway, let's say that's where you want to cut. Like, you cut that out, $50 there. That $50 that you save, instead of eating out and taking the time to cook and eat at home, move it over and pay off that low-hanging fruit. Boom, knock that off. That's $50, right? What that does now, the money that you're going to use to pay that bill next month, move it up. You know what I'm saying? Move it to the next one. And that's how you start really chopping at your debts and stuff, because now you're making sacrifices, and that money that would have gone to something that's not really necessary, you move it over and then you knock that down. I didn't like it, man. I didn't like it. When I was trying to get that 428 credit score up, I had to sit my ass at home. And y'all know I like to party. Woo, boy, y'all. I had to chill out. I had to live through everybody else. Hey man, what y'all doing? What? Oh, word is hype over there. Okay, yeah, I heard the music. All right, yeah, cool. Y'all having a good time. All right, man. Yeah, I'll be there to pick y'all up. You know, I had to be the DD. You know what I'm saying? They give you free drinks if you're a designated driver at some bars and clubs. They give you free sodas and waters. Ask about it. But I had to be that guy, man. Oh, y'all going shopping again? Let me see the shoes y'all got. Oh, y'all gonna be fresh. Y'all gonna be clean. All right, yeah. No, I'm gonna stay. Yeah, I'm gonna stay home. Call me if y'all need a ride or anything. Yeah, all right now. But I had to do it. It was worth it. I had to make those sacrifices. So that's another way. You know, trim the fat on it, cut it out a little bit, and then move that money around. That's gonna benefit you the best. And there's all kind of ways. You want to save on gas money, carpool a little bit. Like I said, food, go ahead and, you know, look up some meal prep tutorials. I keep on saying tutoriales. Get in with your friend. Like, there's all kind of ways, man. But just think about it, okay? Let me see. I had another good one, too, that was really good about trimming the fat on your budget. I can't remember it. If you have any other ways, put it down in the comments, because like I said, I really want to have a conversation and a dialogue about this. So when other people come to the video, they go down to the comments, you can bring a different perspective, right? Man, another thing for budgeting. Oh, name brand stuff. Yeah, when you go into the store, like specific like medicine. All right, Tylenol was like $5, right? I was looking at it one day. I said, I picked up the store brand. You know what I'm saying? You got Tylenol, and then you got Not Enough. I looked at that joint, exact same ingredients. I threw that Tylenol back. Eek! Get out of here. Look at that. Because sometimes you're just paying for the name, right? That's another way. And that's going to save you, like I said, save you some money that you can move around. Best thing that I love about the budget is it's going to open your eyes to see, damn, I'm wasting a lot of money. You know, I've been there. I still do it from time to time now. I'm not perfect, but I'm a little more conscious now, and sometimes a little more reserved, especially when I'm trying to do this. Like, I'm doing this with y'all. Now, I did it a little faster because this is my second time around the block. I did it with Spawn, and we're doing it again. You picking up what I'm throwing down? We're doing it again. So I did the credit check, got my credit score. I raised my credit score like 100 points or so, just because, like I said, I paid off some bills, paid off some things, raised my credit score up a little bit more, and I budget. I looked at what I was spending, cleared some things up, moved some money around. So now with the biggest, like I said, self-reflection. And you want to do this first. Because like I said, you don't want to have, you don't want to have Red Lobster dreams and come to find out you're on a McDonald's and Burger King budget. All right. You don't want to have So don't hype yourself up. Before I started looking for the car, I had my budget down. I'm sorry, y'all, I got a burp that's just sitting right here. You ever had that burp that just sit right? Okay. So there it is. Excuse me. Hope you, ooh. My stomach stank, boy. I'm glad y'all can't smell that. All right. Step 1, credit score. Step 2, build your credit score. Step 3, budget. All right. It's a playlist. Check the money playlist. Car your dream within your means. It's extremely important, within your means. Okay. That's where we really want to be at, because you don't want to go further into debt and make things worse for yourself. A lot of people do that. That's the trap. You know, this is setting yourself up for that car that you really want. I did a better job. I done did this video before, but I think that was a good run. Y'all. And any questions at all, hit me up. Call me. And until next time, 2 L's. Hey, one love. Stay tuned. Keep your peace. I like that. Keep your peace. That's another thing that we're going to be on. That's why I changed it. Usually I say, stay blessed. which is a given. You know, I really want you to stay blessed. But keeping your peace is so important. Keep your peace. But stay tuned. All right.